y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity, y'all, it is for $4,000. $4,000 of free money that you do not have to pay back. And we love free money. And guess what? This is a global opportunity. So wherever you are in the world, you are potentially eligible for this grant opportunity, y'all. But before we move forward, do not leave. We got a scammer, and what I need for you all to do is do not leave your email address in the comments. Do not leave your phone number in the comments. Do not leave any identifying information in those comments because they are scraping the comments and then they are reaching out to you all pretending to be me, and I will never reach out to you. I have a website, and the only way that I would directly reach out to you is if you're on my email list. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And to know that it is me, I am the only person that can put a heart on your comment, okay? So if you see somebody that likes your comments and then they're responding to you, it is not me. And honestly, if it sounds too good to be true and they in them comments, it probably is, okay? Make sure you are protecting your information. So be vigilant, do your due diligence, and do not share any identifying information, okay? Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri, and on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth because, yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities there. I sometimes have you all reaching out saying, where can I find grants? Inside of that list, link will be in the description for that list. And there are no business needed grants in there. There are no deadline grants in there. There are global opportunities in there similar to this grant that we're going to be talking about today. And y'all, I have launched 2 books and I am running a special because I have reached 1 million views on YouTube. So thank you, and thank you for the support. So if you purchase that workbook, which is 130 pages of content, it talks about if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, applying for the grant, finding grants, sample answers. Essentially, it is going to prepare you to submit the most successful application to potentially walk away with these grant opportunities. And for that, you get the first book free. Not half off. This ain't no buy one, get one half. This is buy one, get one free. And if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't really know, go to that website. There are several 5-star reviews, and I always recommend doing your own due diligence before you hand over your money. And if you're in a space where you're like, I don't want to watch these videos and wait for you to put the grants out, I drop grants inside of the Patreon throughout the month for individuals that don't want to do the walkthrough and they're like, I can do everything on my own. And I am going to quickly share my screen so you can see what's in there in case you want to join. Here's the Patreon. Yes, information is locked. However, once you become a member, the information will be unlocked. I post different grants in here. I post cohorts. I post articles. I post various things to help you on your entrepreneurship journey. We have this $25,000 grant that was posted, $150,000 grant. As you can see, scholarships. So not only are we trying to make sure that our entrepreneurship journey is as easy as it can be, I am also making sure that we are getting closer to generational wealth. But we ain't trying to stay over there too long because we're like, how are we going to get access to $4,000? Yes, $4,000 for your business. And no matter where you are in the world, you're potentially eligible to walk away with this money. Now, before we do that, you already know, leave that comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and our industry, so I can possibly, no promises, find a grant for you. And if you're like, I'm not getting selected, you can definitely come on over to the Patreon. That might get you quicker access to finding a state-specific grant opportunity. But we are not leaving any identifying information in those comments. So no email address, no phone numbers. Protect your information and do your due diligence and be vigilant, please. Thank you. Now this grant, $4,000 but it's also a working group, i.e. a fellowship, similar to our last grant video where I say to you all, getting access to mentorship is going to be invaluable. You get to skip teachable moments and you get to the finish line much faster because of that. Now remember y'all, grants are taxable income. Even though it's $4,000, it's not our $100,000 grant, $50,000 grants. Grants are taxable income, okay? So make sure that you are setting a percentage aside. I've always said 10%, mainly because I'm not an accountant, so I have no idea what that percentage should be, but you want to make sure that you are not flagged for delinquent taxes when you go and try to get your next grant opportunity, or you don't want your business to tank because you're not able to pay those back taxes. Now with this grant opportunity, there are several questions that you're going to have to answer. However, it's only 500 characters. So you have to be incredibly concise. And I would say the application would take you no more than 10 minutes to get through. Now, the first question that they're going to have you answer is a description of your organization, your business. This is something, as I say, you got to have an elevator pitch. Like when somebody asks me, what do you do? I help entrepreneurs get access to capital via grants, right? Or I help entrepreneurs submit successful grant applications. That's it, right? But you can tell them a little bit more because you get 500 characters. But then they also want information about your program. So what is it that you want to complete while you're in this program? Okay, so what is your idea? What does your business want to do? And how can this program help you be successful? And then the next question, your goals. So what is the goals of the program that you want to work on? And then they also want to know, what is your role in the circular economy? So essentially they're looking for individuals that are doing sustainable things. It could be something so simplistic as we make clothes out of recyclable materials, or we compost all things, right? So how are you contributing to clean air and the circular economy? And if you have a specific project that you've always been thinking about that you wanted to do within your business, yet you didn't have the resources, i.e. financial resources, but then you also didn't have that mentorship, this is going to be an incredible opportunity for you to finally launch that project. Then they want to know the timeline of your project. Like they're not looking for something that's going to take 5 years, right? They want something that could probably be completed within this fellowship opportunity that they're going to give you. Then they ask you, is there anything else that you would like to share? And we always say, yes, there's always something more that we would like to share with them that possibly will take us a little bit over the edge of our competition to walk away with this $4,000. Then they also have an optional where you can supply additional documentation about your program. Nothing is optional with us, okay? If they give us the opportunity to submit something, we are going to submit it. So whether it is a pamphlet that you have, whether it is a pitch video that you might have, you want to submit as much as they will allow, but ensure that you are being concise while submitting that. Okay, y'all? As I said, this is a pretty easy grant opportunity to walk away with this $4,000 plus that mentorship. But make sure that you are leaving that comment to let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and our industry, so I could possibly, no promises, find you a grant. But of course, there's always the Patreon. But do not leave your email address, your phone number, any identifying information in those comments, because you want to protect your information, y'all. We cannot unnecessarily lose money because we have been scammed. Now, with all of that, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. This grant opportunity is sponsored by the International Chamber of Commerce and working with the World Trade Organization. They do have a website, but this link was a challenge to find. So I felt like, let's just start here and look at the application, the information that they provide. They talk about all of the things that they're looking for, goals of the initiative. Y'all already know, read everything. And then small business champions you can apply for now, but then how do you submit the application? You have to get to this document. And then when you click here for the application, you're going to see how incredibly easy this application is. So you're going to click on English or whatever language it is, because remember, this is a global opportunity. But as we've already talked about, 500 characters, your project business, the time frame. You see longer than a year, don't put longer than a year, okay? You probably will not get selected for this grant opportunity if it's going to take you longer than a year to implement this specific project. Any other information, we always say yes to that. And then of course we talked about how can they support you. Optional supporting materials. Always provide them with opportunities to know more about your business. And then after you do all of that, you're going to hit submit. And then because you got the $4,000, you're going to leave me a comment, you're going to send me an email, but we are not leaving any identifying information. So no email address, no phone numbers, no nothing, because we cannot have scammers taking this money that you have earned and that you deserve. And we are definitely going to celebrate you because you're getting that much closer to generational wealth. And that means that you submitted a successful grant application, which is one of the other goals of this channel. But I want you all to make sure that you check out that ebook, check out the workbook, check out the Patreon, check out the playlist, check out all things that is going to get you closer to generational wealth and assist you with submitting a successful application. But of course, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you all next time.